Hello, your Comedy Minute YouTube Live number 26. How are you? Going to be a bumpy ride tonight. I'm drinking heavy. We're starting. I'm already drinking heavy. Hey, Christine's here. Yo, yo, yo. How are you, my friend? I've been worried about you. I haven't seen you. I think maybe you took a little time off Twitter, which is probably good. what? What's up? Hey, I'm good. I'm good, Christine. Man, I'm good. I'm so glad you're here. I mean that. Bottom of my heart. Yeah, I've been watching for you on Twitter. I've been just so you know, Twitter's. I'm not a fan of Twitter. I just do Twitter. Everything I do, everything I do is to try. I've got some great stuff this week. Here it is. Here's the set list for this week. I got to learn to stop getting. Hey, Christine, let me ask you: does it sound okay and look okay? Because I want to restart it if it's not. Does it look and sound okay, Christine? Let's do the Web Wilder Credo. That way you can tell me, Christine. The Web Wilder Credo is work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big. Wear glasses if you need them. Hey, Charles here. Hey, how are you, buddy? All good in the hood. That sounds good, Charles. Let me know if it sounds okay. All right. The Web Wilder Credo. Web, I'm begging you, please come up. Just say hello. Sounds great. Good. Let's do the numbers. 7,461 subscribers, 3,135,064 views, and there are over 3,200 videos up. I'm going to start with the After School Satan Club. I did this 6 months, a year ago, something like that. Hey, David Snowden's here. Great to see you, David. Kim, nice to have you here. I thank you guys. I thank everyone that gets on here live, and I thank all of you. Last week, there's 50-some views on it. I appreciate everyone that's here live, and I appreciate everyone that watches it. That's why, again, I feel like it's a mixed. I wish I had two heads. Anyway, the After School Satan Club, David, you probably remember Kim. The After School Satan Club, if you don't know what that is or you're not familiar with it, it's making the news here in York, Pennsylvania, because just what it says, After School Satan Club. They had a function at one of the local schools, and people are pissed off. I think she was on Fox News this morning. There's a couple York, PA stories that are just yeah, the After School Satan Club. If you go back and look, I did a thing on the After School Satan Club about a year ago, and we made fun of the After School Gun Club, the After School Crack Club. Hey, Ronald Williams, how are you? Nice to see you. Good, someone new. Good to see you. Anyway, the After School Gun Club, the After School Crack Club, the After School. I understand. I'm just being funny. After School Crack Club, After School. The lady said maybe the school should just be for learning. What separates the head from the body? An axe. Another local story, Middletown High School in Harrisburg, just about a half hour from where I live. The season for the football team they canceled the season because there was some hazing going on. And of course, you know me, I got to know what's going. They were poking them in the butt with stuff. Now, I don't mean to laugh. But what made me laugh was what got him busted, because I'm sure hazing has gone on forever in football, in college, everywhere. But this time, the difference was they didn't have cameras. They didn't have phones. The phones is what busted them. They showed them, look at them getting into the poker with a mop. You know, people ask me, when are you going to be famous? Well, when they find the bodies in the basement. Snoop Dogg. Last week I talked about Snoop Dogg Cereal. This week, Snoop Dogg announced he's going to do a cartoon. I have the same questions I had last week. Is this going to be like a Freak Brothers? Is it going to be this? Hey, Franchico. Is it going to be an adult cartoon, or is it just going to be a Grand Theft Auto's here? Hey, man, how are you? Anyway, David Clank, man, I'm telling you, this has been a. I got so much to cover this week because there's so much stuff. The Snoop Dogg, the David, I thought of you guys. Hey, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. The hot dog. Oscar Mayer put out a hot dog flavored ice pop this week and has a little dab of mustard on it. And thank God, only available in New York and places not near me that you guys will have me eating one, because I can't, in my mind, you guys are welcome to chime in here. Hot dogs themselves aren't so good, but who in the wants to eat a hot dog pop, ice flavored pop with mustard on it? You have to be out of your mind. A buddy of mine is so stupid. We went to lunch and the girl said, "Do you want sweetened or unsweetened tea?" I said, "What's the difference?" This week earlier, I did a story on chip. Guy in I think it's Michigan, had a chip put in his hand. So when he goes out to his Tesla, he could just hold his hand up and it would start. And I contacted Keir Simmons from NBC. This is true, right hand to God. And Keir Simmons got back to me and said he still has the chip in his hand because he did a bit. David's, I thank everybody's over here, but I'm just trying. I need to keep rolling. I have to keep rolling. I'll get to all you guys in a bit. Thank you all so much, everybody that's here. But I contacted Keir Simmons and I was shocked. I mean, he was on the Today Show this morning, Keir Simmons, and he said he still has the chip in his hand. And for you guys that don't know me, and that's probably a good thing, David, I feel bad for you. But if you had a chip in your hand, and the guy that has the Tesla chip, he has another one in his other hand to get him in his house. He could just hold up his. I started thinking, if you have a chip in your hand, that could be really bad. During certain circumstances, if you were somebody, I think, what if they hacked into your hand? What if you're doing the knuckle shuffle in your fist pump? Whoa, the damn thing. What's the difference between pink and purple? The grip. Let's come up for, maybe we could have it grip to you, Scotty. Hey, the YouTube comment. Hey, my friend. That's the guy from Ohio, you and your brother, Chris Bean. Grand Theft Auto story. Yeah, but that chip in the hand thing, I did, if you didn't see it, I did a minute on it and I held up a tortilla chip. That's the only chip I'll have in my hand. I ain't doing. Are you out your mind putting a chip in your? If you went to the microwave, for instance, and all of a sudden, whoa, shit, god damn. You'd be, I wouldn't put a chip in my hand. There are companies, though, and I don't want to get on a tear about this because there's another segment, but there are companies now that you have to put a chip in your hand if you want to work there. Well, fire me, you asshole. Do you think about work when you're at home? Hell, I don't think about work when I'm at work. Little boy gets in a cab with his mother. Let me do this drink first. Little boy gets in the cab with his mother, and they're driving down the road and they see a batch of prostitutes. And the little boy says, "What are all those women?" And mother says, "Oh, they're just women waiting for their husbands." And the taxi cab driver says, "No, why don't you tell them the truth? There are women, they're out there, they're waiting for men, they want to get laid." Oh my God. The mother, the mother's like, what? The little boy says, "Well, what do they do with all the babies?" And the mother says, "Well, they grew up to be taxi drivers." You know, erections come and go. There was a man this week, I don't know if any of you saw it. There was a man this week that got diagnosed in one day. He got diagnosed with monkeypox, HIV, and COVID in one day. Now, let that sink in. Just let me. In one day, he got diagnosed with monkeypox, COVID, and HIV. Now, of course, Christine, you probably know this. I got to come up for air. I'm going to do another drink on that note. Now, he was on tour. I think he went, I'm not sure where he went. Oh, you know, you have a bad day. You break your coffee pot. You do this. You do that. Hey, Scotty T, we got some news for you. This is your doctor's office. I went to the doctor, and he said, "Do you drink or smoke?" I said, "What do you got?" I love that joke. It's so terrible. Hey, Kyle's here. Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, wait. Hang on. Hang on. We we got a lot more. I'm just getting started. Do you think people in China, when they come here to the United States to visit, and they buy a souvenir, and they look at it and it says "Made in China"? Do you think they get pissed off? Guy learned to play Country Roads by John Denver, guy from West Virginia. He learned to play Country Roads on the guitar. Country roads take me home. Now, his sister didn't like it, but their kids did. Ozzy Osbourne this week, if you didn't see this, Ozzy Osbourne said he was tripping on acid one time and he talked to a horse for 2 hours. And the horse, at the end of the conversation, told him to off. Now, again, I want you to just let all that information soak in. And when I saw it, now again, I've seen Ozzy live. I dealt with the Ozfest and Sharon for a bit. I thought maybe he was just really stoned and watching Mr. Ed. Hey, Wilbur. he was watching Mr. He didn't even know. Let's put it this way. I think my theory could hold up as good as his. That he was that screwed up that he was talking to a horse in the field for 2 hours, or he could have just been so crinkled he was. Oh my God! I did this joke. Crispy commented on it, and I'm going to do it again just because I thought this joke was so funny. And David, Ozzy. I've seen Ozzy a couple times. Classic Ozzy moment right there. Yeah, look it up. Hey, but he's moving back. I don't know if you guys read this, but Ozzy's moving back to the UK. He says he wants to die in the UK. He doesn't want to die in the US. The US is so effing crazy. Anyway, this joke, I did this joke and I just love this joke. And you guys will have to tell me, but I'll read it back afterwards. But I saw a butterfly on the ground that didn't have any wings. So I poured some Red Bull on it. It drowned. I have to, for a second, just take a second because Christine, that's the problem with that joke. Red Bull gives you wings. You dump it on the butterfly. Hopefully, it gets some wings and it flies. Never mind. I have to mention this because this week was National Dog Day. And I used to have, God rest their souls, I had Snoop and Hopo. And I was blessed to have two of the cutest dogs in the world. So National Dog Day, it always touches my heart. As a matter of fact, if you guys watch, I use Snoop and Hope. I, try and do it with the voices and stuff. But so I just wanted to post these pictures on Reddit. I went to our pics and I just thought I'd put a cute picture. Nope, it's been removed. Well, what do you mean it's been removed? It's been removed. I tried, and I was getting so frustrated. I mean, because I can work a computer, I can work. It just kept saying, I can't read all that YouTube comment, but it just kept saying that it would. And I got so pissed off, and finally they said you have to put OC and original content. They're my pictures of my dogs, for shit's sake. One other quick note on Reddit. Last week I did a thing about getting in our videos and funny videos. I actually sent an email to one of the, admins, and he replied, and believe it or not, they're putting I can submit the videos directly to Reddit. So, and I have to laugh. It's like 50 upvotes and this, although some of them are really mean. They're mean as shit. There was a car accident, really bad car accident, and this guy functioned enough, and he hits his phone. He gets his buddy to come out. His buddy comes out. The car's he's laying there and he's screaming and he's hollering and screaming and hollering. His buddy says, "Look, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right." He's, "My car is demolished." I know. You'll get another car. And he's screaming and hollering. He said, "Look in the car." And he's screaming and hollering. His girlfriend's laying there and he said, "You'll get another girlfriend." And the guy's still screaming and hollering and crying. He says, "Look in her mouth." What happens when you try and combine moose DNA and human DNA? You get arrested. What is a person in a wheelchair's least favorite song? I'm still standing. All right. We're going to hit the section now. And this story I saw, this is my favorite section. I want to talk before we go. I got a couple closers, but every week I have a section, a part that I say, this is good. I know this is gold. This is comedy gold. Kids, set the DVR. Right before I came on, about an hour or two before I came on today, I saw a thing come up on my phone, and there's a girl in Australia that identifies as a cat. And she goes to a private school, and they're allowing her to, she doesn't have to speak. They allow her to act like a cat. But wait, there are 4 other kids that walk on all fours, and they actually have a hole cut out in their clothes for their tail. I can't make it up that good. I can't. The, what I I I literally, I'm telling you what, that one, when I saw that one, when I saw that the girl identifies as a cat, that right there, Christine, YouTube commenter, David, Kip, if you saw that, wouldn't they say clickbait? I said, wait, this girl identifies as a cat. I identify as a helicopter. I identify as a church mouse. I was like, are you shitting me? But then, and I posted this as I always do on Facebook and Twitter, there are 4 others that crawl around on all fours and they have a hole cut. If I read it right, and I'm not making this up, you can look at it. Somebody tried to sit beside one of them and they said, "You're sitting on my tail." What do you think would happen if they put an IHOP in Iran? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm curious about all this stuff. Uh, hey, I'm having fun. I hope you guys are. Tell me what's going on. Anybody, write something and I'll babble. I'll put on my glasses and we'll see what we got going on over here. Let's put on the glasses and see who's all here, what we got going on. People are actually cats now. Yeah, furries. They're furries. That's some school. Yeah, Kyle, I don't know if you were here earlier. They had the after school Satan clubs back in. ITTIP. YouTube commenter and Kyle, I don't know. Eileen, yeah. Oh, I hop in yeah. I trip. No, that, believe it or not, that's been bugging me for a while. It's like the joke about the doctor. I did that joke, and that was my joke, and I was like, "Come on, you pricks, let's go." But that's one of the things. I just want to take a second. I'll finish up here. I started doing these really dark, really nasty jokes. I mean, jokes that Christine, if you haven't seen them, I've done 4 reels of these really, really despicable jokes. Like just jokes. One guy wrote, "The big guy's a bad guy." I love jokes like that. It's like a couple of them I did tonight. I got a couple written down here at the bottom of really nasty, dirty jokes. I like them, but for you guys that don't understand what's going on, YouTube, the powers that be at YouTube are going, I thought he was poly purebred. I thought he was, all of a sudden, they're getting these nasty jokes. Which platform is your favorite for? Hang on, let me see this. Let me put on my glasses again. Boy, I could use all the help at Reddit I can get. I know some jokes would get jumped in an alley. YouTube commenter and Grand Theft Auto, please. I'll even put it out there. My email is at musicboyrecords@gmail.com. Send me an email. I'd love to talk to you guys. Grand Theft Auto, I need all the help at Reddit I can get, because I think a lot of people I don't think they realize how powerful Reddit is. Reddit is, shoot, man, if you can get in Reddit, you. Oh, by the way, next week is Labor Day. I'm going to do a YouTube live next Monday, regardless. I don't give a shit. I'm working. Yeah, Reddit. I said to Christine earlier, and I'm being 100% honest here, Twitter is my least favorite. And I thought about that. You don't talk about politics or religion. That's all those bastards talk about over there. They I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, Twitter's my least favorite because all they do is talk politics and religion and that shit show I can't stand. I'm if you can't tell, I'm just trying to make you laugh. I'm trying to bring up shit that you say, oh my God, did you hear Scotty talk about the guy that got monkeypox, HIV, and and COVID in one day? You know, my goal, David, you know this, and people that know me well, my goal is to make people laugh. And like with Reddit, I didn't say this part, but where I emailed the guy in funny videos. Last week I mentioned funny videos on Reddit. And every time I put, as soon as I click it, you know, your post has been removed. And so I emailed the guy, one of the moderators, and I said, look, bud, you know, I'm just trying to make people laugh. Well, I was shocked. It was like 3 or 4 days later, I finally get an email back or, you know, a message back. And it said, look, if you just upload the video with no mention. So I did it. And I'm shocked, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I thank the guy. But yeah, it's shocking to me. Well, and you know what? This is a 60-year-old man talking. You know, YouTube commenter, Grand Theft Auto, all the young people that know, Christine knows, you know, that the young kids know Reddit, Tumblr, Twitch, you know, shit that I don't, it's like being a furry. It's like being identifying as a cat. I identify as a human being. I identify as a helicopter. Well, shit didn't buzz around the room, you crazy asshole. You know, the thing that bothers me about it is that the kids, what kid is going around? I identify as a cat. What is their home life like? Do they have like a scratch pole for it? Hey, come here. They rub a can for dinner. Come on, honey. It's time for dinner. I'm sorry. It's shit like that. It is shit like that that just drives me crazy. That I can't. I don't care if I get to be 61. If I live if I don't die tonight, I'll never understand someone identifying as a cat. All right, I'm seeing we're at almost 28 minutes. I have 2 really nasty jokes. I don't know if I should do them. Let me put the glasses on again. Let's see what people are talking about over here. Never dies. He's a legend. I used to identify America until China bought the problem. You know, Christine. Oh my God. You know, Christine, I know you well enough on Twitter that yeah, you're hitting a nerve with me. It's like the college loan thing, and this is, you know, Christine. Since you brought it up, I will say this about the college loan thing. I shouldn't talk about the college loan thing at all. But Christine, you brought it up, so I'm going to say this. During the COVID and stuff, they had rent relief and relieve the rent. Back in my day, when you couldn't pay your rent, you were outdoors. There was no rent relief. Your landlord said, pay the rent or get out. There's no rent relief. Who in the hell would think tank rent relief? But Christine, I gotta stop. I can't keep doing that because Crispy's here. Crispy Ducky is one of the best young men from Cyprus. He got into some people from Turkey, and he emailed me. And you know, Crispy, I love you. Don't even worry about people from wherever. I get it. I'll say this: I started doing Reddit, and there are people on Reddit that are just. I got to tell you this just because it's true. I'm being very careful. It's like the dark joke. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to get kicked off anywhere. I just want to make you laugh. but this girl on Reddit wrote about a racist joke. The first joke was racist. And I looked at it because I don't do a lot of, if it's going to be after dark, if I'm going to do any kind of racist joke. And there was no racist joke there. And I wrote, there's no racist joke there. And after like 4 comments, people are like, imagine that, someone on Reddit calling someone racist and they're not racist. I was like, no shit. I'm not racist. It's just a joke. They go, there's no. I'm not sure I'm prepared for Reddit or Twitch, or I will never do TikTok. We're running late. We're way past late. Let me look at this one more time, and I'll do. If you want, I'll do them both. I'll only do one. Definition of racist changed, I think. Yeah, nothing much. What about you, T? Let me. Do you want me to do one or both of them? One of you answer. I'll do one or both. I have 2 really dirty, nasty jokes at the end, and I'll either do one or I'm sure you're both going to say do them both, right? Yeah, do them both. By the way, YouTube commenter, you and your brother Chris, or I don't know which one you are, but you both are great. What is brown and sticky? Richard Gere's gerbils. What's better than meeting a girl in the park? Parking, you're meeting a girl. I think that's it. I think we've done enough. I think I've done enough damage for tonight. I from the bottom of my heart, I do this every week. First off, buy a shirt, buy a coffee mug. That'll keep this thing going. YouTube commenter and get in touch with me. I could use your help. Comments. I asked Crispy this week. Comments. It may seem ridiculous to you guys, but just make a comment and make them on different videos. That's YouTube right now is going, what is he? He's doing dark. He's doing really dark, nasty jokes. He normally is. I'm like the Bill Cosby. I'm like the Will Smith. Wait, you can't. I'm like the I'm like the PG version. Now all of a sudden I went R. Anyway, thank you guys. It's been a wonderful night. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. I did my best, and that's all you can ever do in life is do your best. I do it every week. I get wound up as shit, and I do my best every week. I'll put the glasses on one more time and say goodnight to all you guys. YouTube commenter, Crispy. I'm going to try and roll this up. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. Oh, now I lost it. Anyway, yeah, something happened. Well, anyway, thank you. Let me see if I can roll it up. See who's here. Grand Theft Auto, David Snowden, Kyle Bly. Anyone that I miss, Hades Kodum, Ronald Williams, Charles Extract. I thank you all. I thank anyone that goes back and looks at it from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep trying going and keep trying to, keep making you laugh. And, again, if I apologize if I offend you. That's not my intention. I just want to make people laugh. And I thank you. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys next week, next Monday.